Hey, how's it going? So I'm assuming that you saw the video, right above this one, and you're excited, but you want to get a better feel for, who you're gonna be doing business with, and it's understandable. I made this video specifically because I wanted people to get a better feel for me, because if we're gonna be doing business with each other, I tell people all the time, we gotta know each other, we gotta trust each other, you gotta know I have your back, all right? You gotta know, how this came about for me and why I really want to help you. Okay, so let's just start where it was really bad for me. I would say I was my senior year in college. I was about 26 years old. Um, you know, Probably about eight or nine courses left, and I was working two jobs at the time. I had to move back in with my mom because I was really struggling. Two jobs and still broke. Go figure. But at the time, I was working at a mailroom. My dad had got me a job working at this college in the mailroom, and Morehouse actually. And I was working at UPS at night. So what I would do is I would get up in the morning and go to my first job from about 8 to like 2, 3 o'clock, and then from 2 to 3, like around 3 o'clock, I would go to class at Georgia State from like around 3, 4 ish to like around 8, right? And then from from that point, I had like a 3 hour break, and then I had to be at work at UPS at night from 11 to damn near 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, anybody that's ever worked at UPS before, okay, those hours are extremely long. Like, I literally felt like it was an 8 hour shift and it was only 4 hours, but nonetheless, like I said, I had those both. I had both of those jobs, and I was still broke. Still trying to make ends meet. So I moved back in with my mom, and we just kept bumping heads. As a mother, she only wanted the best for me, and she just saw that I was struggling. And I was in a very low point in my life because I really didn't want to do what I was doing. I didn't want to work at UPS. Yeah, I could have stayed there and probably be moved up in the company and you know um, driving trucks and stuff like that. Making some good money. But um, definitely I wouldn't have been happy. For me, I wouldn't have been happy. So I knew that I needed to do something different, man. I knew that I needed to make more money than I was actually making at the time. With my time, I needed to make more money the legit way, of course, um, in less time. You know, because I didn't want to be, just working a 9 to 5 for the next 40 years. That I just look down the line in my life and I'm just like, nah, I just can't do it, man. So um, make a long story short, me and my mom, we kept getting into it over and over again. I'm a grown man, and she thinks that I'm not, trying to, better myself, not really trying to move forward. But you know, um, I ended up losing. The contract had expired at my first job. When I was working at the mailroom, so I literally went from not making any money to really not making any money. All right, and things just got harder for me. I got even more frustrated. You know, just really just started drinking a lot more. It just it was just a real low place in my life, and I ended up moving in with a friend of mine's. I ended up started sleeping on his couch. And that was just a real low moment for me, man. Like, and just to make matters worse, I was debating whether or not, I was going to finish school. I was debating whether or not I would even continue to go to work at UPS. I mean, because even though I needed the money, I hated working there, but I needed that little check that I was getting. So I would go, but what I would do is I would, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, okay, let me just go ahead and just go. And I usually end up late. And, of course, the bosses and the supervisors, they weren't feeling that too much. So I ended up getting fired from UPS. I mean, lost one job and get fired from the next. So, I mean, I'm pretty much down to nothing, man. I don't have, literally, I'm on unemployment at this time. You know, um, Probably making about $80 a week, if that. But I was making it last though. Somewhere or another, I was making it last. It just came to the point to where my unemployment was running out. I had to make a decision. I had literally, you know, $79 to my name, and my dad always told me, you know, um, even if you don't have a dollar to your name, still, when you're going on these interviews, you want to look professional. So get a lineup, and get your hair cut, and when you start going on these interviews, feel good about yourself. And that's what I did, man. I got my hair cut, with my last little bit of money that I had. And I kept on seeing this thing online, man. It's so ironic, man. It's like so surreal. It's like a video similar to this, but I kept on seeing, people were making money online. People were just making money online. I'm just like, man, at that point in time, it was just looking like heaven to me. I was just like, wow, if I could just do that, like if I could really make money online without clocking in on a 9 to 5, man, wouldn't that be great? Like literally, like. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna try this, man. I'm literally gonna try this. I have literally $40 to my name. I mean, what else do I have to lose? I mean, what? At least, if I do this, I'll have an opportunity, to actually possibly make some money. I don't know. So I jumped. I signed up. The person that I had signed up with, she was making a ton of money at the time. So I figured, hey, if I could just make, half of what she was making, I'd be good to go. But unfortunately, when I signed up, I didn't get any help, at all from my sponsor. And I struggled a lot. And, I was just like, well, I'm not going to quit because, one, I mean, I know my alternative. And then two, it's like I spent my money and, I want to make some money. I want to learn how people are doing this. So, I mean, I failed a lot, man. When I first started, it was not easy for me. I didn't know what I was doing, at all. But one way or another, I was able to figure it out. And my first week, I had signed up like 4 people. Now, and that, for me, knowing that you get paid $80 to $90 in MCA for every person that you refer to the benefits. Okay, so I can do the math. I'm not dumb by any means. So I knew I had $320 coming to me. Now, coming from working at UPS, making less than $200 a week part-time, to making $320 online in like a couple of days, really was a bit much for me. It took me a while to like really think about, okay, are they really gonna pay me? Like, really? Are they really gonna pay me though? Because I know I didn't really do that much work. But it says I have 4 people signed up, and I know I get $80 per person. So let's just wait till Friday to see if it works. So, like I said, I was still sleeping on my friend's couch. Didn't have any money coming in. My first week, I signed up 4 people. I tried to get my friends to, get started with me. They was like, nah, man, that's not my style, man. That's more like you, man. I'm just like, all right, man, it's cool. I'm going to do it anyway. And the day came for me to get paid. We all get paid on Fridays. This is my first time ever making money online before ever. So I kept on telling myself, man, I know if I can pull this money out the bank, it's over. It's over. All right. But I know if they give me any type of, sir, there's a hold on your account or, anything like that, dealing with the bank, the money's not there. Okay. This has got to be the biggest scheme ever, right? But Friday came, I went to the bank, and I was able to withdraw all the money that I earned that week, which was $320. And this is gonna sound so cheesy, so corny, but I don't even care. That is the day that really changed my life. It wasn't the day I joined. I'm not gonna say it was the day I joined. All right, it was the day I got paid. Because when I got paid, then it was like, man, like they always teach you. You go to school, you work hard, you get the great job, get married, live happily ever after. They always tell you that. But that doesn't work out for everybody, and I know the value of a dollar. I know how hard it is, to work. I've had plenty of jobs before. I've been working since I was 15, so I know how hard it is. And for me to make that money online, it was like it was only $320, but it was like you could have said it was like 32 million to me at the time, especially not having any money coming in. It was a lot to me. And I just remember telling myself, man, wow, I really did it. Like, I made it happen. Like, I did that. Like, I made money online. Like, nobody ever makes money online. I felt like Albert Einstein. And from then I was just like, man, this is all I want to do. I mean, shoot. I mean, if I can make $300 a week, I know I could probably make $500 a week if I just, put in a little bit more effort. So I just kept on getting more and more excited. And my first year in a business, I made over $80,000. I made over $80,000, man. And that money came quick, and it was going quick too. Because going from not making hardly anything to making thousands of dollars a week. At one point in time, I was making upwards of $2,700 a week in MCA, and it was just a lot. So I got used to making money. Eventually my spending habits got under control. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you is it wasn't easy for me when I first started. Like, I didn't have any help. I didn't have anybody guiding me. I didn't know, what I was doing, but I had the motivation that I was going to make it happen. I had the motivation I was going to make it happen. I wasn't going to let nobody stop me, man. Since then, I've made well over six figures, of course, with the business. And, every week I average anywhere between, $700 to $1,500 a week, sometimes even $2,000 a week. Last week it was like over $1,300. So, I mean, I'm not bragging, it's just, this has really changed my life, literally. I feel blessed every day. I wake up and my friends, it's nothing against jobs. But every day I wake up and, my friends, they're going to work, fighting through traffic and things like that. And I get to roll over and hop online and promote this company. And for them to pay me the amount of money they're paying me, it's so simple. Like, I just feel blessed, man. I literally feel blessed, honestly. And, that's the main reason why I want to help you, because I've been there before. I worked a 9-to-5 before. I've struggled before. Inside jobs, outside jobs. All right? I've done everything you can think about. And this is a blessing, man. Will you make $320 your first week? I mean, I don't know, but will you have somebody that is willing to help you? Yeah. I gotta tell y'all, man, like, to go from sleeping on my friend's couch, moving back in my mom's house, to sleeping on my friend's couch, as a man, it just wasn't how I wanted to live my life. I always wanted to become my own boss. That's why I went to school, for business, and it's just so surreal now, that I'm my own business owner, and, I'm able to make money, from home, from my bed. And when people hear it, they just like, oh yeah, really? But it's the truth. We have people in the business making upwards of $15,000 a week. And that's what I'm trying to get. That's motivation. I'll never try to brag to anybody. Me making $1,300 a week, $1,500 a week, $2,000 a week. I mean, I never make myself seem better than anybody. But this is a real situation. This is a real situation. Somebody just texted me right now. But this is a real situation. This is a real opportunity for you to get involved with. This literally has, it's going to sound so cliche, but I mean, I literally took $40 and turned it into six figures, literally. And, I'm looking to turn it into seven. But guys, I'm willing to help anybody that's willing to help themselves. This is a skill that you can learn. You see me, I'm a regular guy. I mean, I'm not flashing any money or anything like that. But this is a skill you can learn. It's a skill that you definitely need to learn. Everything is going online, guys. Everything is going mobile. We're able to do this from our phone on the go. The reason why I'm able to make money in bed is because I always have my phone. So, I mean, if I have my phone in bed, I'm making money in bed on my phone. So, I'm willing to help anybody learn how to do this. I really am. I want to help you. So, that's my story. It's not a millionaire, not a guru, but, just a regular guy just making it happen, So if you want help, man, if you want to learn how to do this, click get started underneath, and I'll see you on the inside. Take care.